What's going on, guys? My name's Simon, welcome back to another video. In this video we will be doing the Dry Tyres Wet Track Challenge on F1 2018. It's a sort of farewell to this lovely game of F1 2018. We're going to be doing it in modern cars. I'm going to randomly select one now, so I'm going to look away from my screen and just flick through them all. So I'm looking away from my screen now. 3, 2, 1... And we're doing it at the Mercedes. Oh, well, that couldn't have gone any better, could it? We're going to go Lewis Hamilton, because why not? And we're going to do this at... I'll just flick through them randomly again. We're going to be doing this at Germany, a track that I haven't actually driven on this game, which is very interesting. So we're going to go with the maximum downforce possible. Not quite sure about any of this, so we're just going to leave it as is, I think. Weight distribution, I don't know, I'm just going to leave that as standard. Not sure if that's good. Generally I run it towards the back, as do most people. Air temperature is 25 degrees, so it's still warmer than where I live in the summer, even though it's raining. So that is always good. Is there anything else to do? Oh yes, we actually have to equip the dry tyres. Can we actually do that? I don't think we can. Oh, bum. We're going to have to come into the pits at the end of this lap as a plane flies over my house. So, we're going to go start race. Rev it up. I have to change the volume on my speakers. And it's lights out and away we rumble in Germany. Oh dear, I've already had a bit of a tank slapper there, and I've lost a container of positions. I'm not quite sure what that what that analogy was. I'm struggling with all the gears and stuff whilst commentating. I've never done F1 2018 live com, which isn't going to sort of play to my advantage. Sort of been thrown in at the deep end, baptism of fire sort of thing. I'm P8 out of 20. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with the upshifts, but regardless, we're just gonna sort of carry on. Who's that going up our inside? It's Magnussen, as we throw it into the corner. Well, we don't throw it in because that'd be disastrous. On the curbs, we're gonna get a bit of wheel spin there. Magnussen now, as we go full throttle, we're gonna be absolutely nowhere in this Grand Prix, but that's where we find the enjoyment. Oh dear, oh, we actually have to equip... No, that's the camera. That's the camera. I've done something terribly wrong there. That's next tyres, wets. I want to put softs. I've gone for the softest compounded tyre I can. I've changed the camera angle. This is something I'm not used to. Oh dear Lord. Oh, I've changed it again. Oh, it's an absolute horror story. 2-second penalty.
Wing damage, but only a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out.
Oh, shut up, Jeff. We're now last place.
A time penalty for that last incident.
I cannot multitask, as is typical with most men. I can't remember buttons on my steering wheel. So now I have... we're going to set that to... Well, we're just going to leave it on auto, so if they decide to change it, they can. I'm just going to play it very, very safe. Into the pit lane. There we go. So now as they fit... Oh, we have to rev up and stuff. Now as they fit the ultra soft tyres. And away we go. This is going to be absolutely disastrous, folks. They've changed the front wing, so we've got something to live for at least. Oh dear, there's no grip already. That's... Oh, that's very... Well, I wouldn't say concerning, because it's hardly surprising. Having to be very, very careful on the brakes. Just drift it around that corner, no problemo. We're currently last, as we enter the pits. Last. Oh, no. Oh dear. Just quick, flick spin it around. There we go. I don't think that was a flick spin, it was more of a donut. Okay, just short shift. Short shift all the way up. All the way up. We're getting wheel spin in 4th gear. Daniel Ricciardo sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far on lap 2. We're about to be lapped, I'd imagine. Oh dear, this is brake about now, about 250 yards too early. First gear, oh, this is painfully slow. I'm still sort of a bit frustrated at myself that I couldn't I couldn't change the pit stop strategy without accidentally buggering up my camera views. As we run about as wide as I don't know what I'm trying to compare there, but well, blatantly it hasn't worked. Now, understeermeup.com. Oh, we've made it. Now watch us do a Vettel into this corner here. We're going to lock up and we're going to cream into the barriers. No, we're not actually, because we're going to make the corner, albeit at about 20 miles an hour. But, hey-oh, a corner is a corner, and if we make it, we make it. Still faster than the HRT from when back that was racing. No, back when that was racing. Oh dear, we're in the gravel. We're in the gravel, and it's an absolute horror story. We've only just missed that barrier. Oh, hello, Mr. Ricardo. Mr. I've gone to Renault. Turns out their car isn't that good this year. I know it's a blue flag. Oh, Ricardo's won the Grand Prix already.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
I know, Jeff. And, well, that's race over, apparently.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, that was utterly dismal. We're going to cream crack at the back of the Haas now. Yeah, nobody cares, Crofty. Yeah, carry on as you... Shut up, Crofty. So that was absolutely dreadful in every sense of the word. We got absolutely nowhere, and it wasn't particularly entertaining because it was going so slowly. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to do the wet tyres on dry track challenge, and we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to go Grand Prix, modern F1 cars, look away from the microphone and flick through them. So I'm looking away now, not quite sure what's going on the screen. 3, 2, 1, bang. Oh, the Force India, I quite like that car. Now called the Racing Point. We're going to go Esteban Ocon because RIP. Now the circuit, we're going to go, just flick through them randomly, stop. Oh, we're going to go Italy. So Italy, the track with, well, probably it is the highest speed track on the calendar. I don't know what I've done there. Delete. There we go, advance. We're going to go, weather is going to be clear. The laps, we're going to have to set it to 5 laps because, well, 3 laps doesn't quite cut it. So, there we go. The track with the longest straights on the calendar, we're going to be immensely slow around here, and it is going to be an absolute horror show once again. So, there's something to look forward to. Get your capture cards out, lads, because it's going to be a crash compilation. Yeah, cool story. Right, what are we going to go with setup-wise? I think the only thing we can really do is increase top speed. I'm going to go 4-5 wings because we are, and I don't think we should do much else. So let's just start the race. So now, as we rev up to the 5 red lights, lights out, and we're off. Held for an absolute age there, but whatever the case, we're gonna set the... Oh dear, no, I've forgotten how to do stuff and things, and now we're gonna have to brake. Oh, we've locked up. We nearly cream cracked our teammate there, and that's not gone as well as I'd hoped. I'm having to just one-hand wheel it round that corner, having to manage the start and change the tyres and stuff isn't the easiest thing to do, and I'm just shifting whenever I think I should, and it's always a bad time apparently. And we go up the inside of Leclerc, we don't make it stick, and we absolutely cut across the chicane there like a mad lad. Oh, there isn't as much downforce as I thought there was. That's no problem. Down to 4th, throw it in. Oh, it feels so nice to be on the correct compound. Oh yes. Oh, yes. Now we've got Hulkenberg behind us. He's going to be looking to make a move. Not that it can into Ascari. Oh, just throw it in. Just throw it in and let it stick. And it will repay you tenfold. Oh, dear. That's gone hairy. We've got Hulkenberg behind us now. Throwing... Well, not throwing anything at the minute, but He could be throwing us something in the form of a dive bomb. Not that he is, because we're going to come into the pits now, and we're going to be very careful. Oh, we've absolutely timed that to perfection there. And that is fabulous from myself, driving as Esteban Ocon, the man with no seat, stuck with driving the Mercedes SLS around whatever track they're racing at for the guests and the VIPs. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I forgot it's... Oh no. Oh no. That is a big oh no. We're just going to flashback to in the pit lane. So, there we go.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
Right, so we haven't absolutely kept the barrier there, which is good. Braking now, we've already locked up, and that's going to be a massive corner cut. Yeah, that's a 2-second time penalty, and, well, I can't exactly protest that, because it is completely fair and justified. So now, hell starts, and we trek on.
Check your MFD for
Oh dear, oh, I'm going to get disqualified at this rate. Yeah, there's another 2-second penalty. Yeah, and we've nudged the barriers as well. We're going to have to reverse out. There's probably going to be massive overheating of the tyres. Let's take a look. Well, they're not overheated, but they are massively worn, considering we've only done about 3 corners on them. We're going to leave that strategy because it's obviously just going to be Jeff telling us to stop being an idiot and put dries on. So we're going to completely disregard that. We're going to throw it in, let it stick. It hasn't stuck. We're in the gravel and we've spun out. We've clipped the barrier there, and it's not exactly great. We're going to try and go as fast as we can, though, just for comedic and entertainment value. I'm not exactly sure, well, I don't think you can be exactly sure where the braking points are. Oh, we're in the gravel. I wish we had gravel tyres, but we don't, because we don't. We're going to have to reverse this way now. Hopefully we don't get taken out. Let's just keep it in first gear, Simon. No need to go up to second just yet. Now up to second, because we're wheel spinning to Kingdom Come. And now we've got... Who would that be behind us? It's one of the Mercedes, probably Bottas behind us. We're going to brake about now. Down to 4th. We're locked up coming into there. One of the few times you actually lock up coming into Ascari when you're on wet tyres. And we've got DRS now. So that's going to absolutely... Oh, no, never mind. It's Lewis Hamilton who's leading the race. The man who, well, we were hoping to have a seat for. Well, have a seat with in 2020. That's a very good point, Jeff, as there goes Hamilton. Let's crash out Verstappen if he comes along, just for nostalgia of Brazil 2018. And now as we brake about now, oh dear, that's someone has absolutely cream cracked us in the side. I think that was...
We're not racing the car behind.
I know we're not. Oh, there's Verstappen. We couldn't take him out. We didn't get the opportunity. There's Sainz just flown past us. We've only done a lap on these tyres, and it's already a 12% wear on the... Oh, no.
Waved blue flag against your name. Let the car behind through. If you
Well,
get a chance to overtake the car ahead, then do so.
shut up, Jeff. I already know that. You don't need computers to tell me. We've been completely lapped by the whole field now, and we've got some slight front wing damage, which isn't going to help us at all. Oh, dear. It's just absolutely Drift McGee round Lesmo 2. Now we've got 15% wear on the left rear. Oh dear, this is an absolute SHIT show. Oh, drifted in. No, don't. Oh, no. That's never going to work, Simon. Never is that going to work. 17% on the left rear now. 3rd gear, we're probably still going to wheel spin. Yep, there it is. And we've spun out in 3rd gear. As we now do a donut. Try and save it. Still getting oversteer and wheel spin. And now we can go flat out. No, we can't. We can't, and we've got no front wing now. That is an absolute horror story. We've gone along a straight in 5th gear, spun out, and lost our front wing entirely. And that's going to be an absolute, well, I don't think there is a word to describe how terrible that is. We're taking a Ascari at 150 kilometers an hour there, and it is absolutely dreadful. I think we need to get some replay cams of this absolute dread and horror. Our best lap so far is a 1:38. We've already locked up. No, we need to stop the car, and we just need to do this because, well, we don't want to get a penalty. So, oh no, I've gone up to 3rd gear rather than going down to 1st. So now, as we just lawn mow the Grand Prix, we're going to have Hamilton lap us on his celebration lap, which is sad. Look at this. Look at the understeer. I've got like 45 degrees lock-in, and it's just barely staying on the track. We're going to brake now, completely lock up, and, well, this is going to be the first turn that we've taken with any amount of success, and we've done it at motorway speed, but not even that. We've done it at A-road speeds. Oh no. The car just sounds so sad the way I'm driving. It's just like a whiny child, I suppose. Screw it, let's just bury the throttle, like everyone seemed to do in 2018 when they spun out. So now, as we've actually managed to stay in front of Hamilton on the parade lap, and now as we might be pulling away from him now. We are pulling away from him. Now is the time to get this absolutely bang on Ascari. Oh dear, that hasn't worked very well at all. 4th gear, we're just going to have to trundle around. We're doing 70 kilometers an hour there. You do that in a Ford Mondeo, and that is an absolute disgrace of a corner for us. But we are going to come home, hopefully, still with only being lapped once. Look at this. Look at this. Full lock, no response. Absolutely none. I don't want to get lapped by you, Hamilton. No, stay away. Stay away. Get back. Stay away. Stay away. Yes! Look at this. We've done it. We've completed a Grand Prix. 4 laps on wet tyres on a dry track at Italy, one of which was with no front wing. I consider that as a success. Your man brakes perfectly normally coming into turn 1. No lockups. How unrealistic. Good game. Goodbye. Cool story. Hamilton wins. Shock horror. Mercedes won too, but actually it's not. That was an absolute horror show, as I've said, for about the 15th time this video. But nevertheless, I do hope you enjoyed the horror show that did occur in front of your eyes. I do apologise for that. But let's be honest, if you didn't want that, then you shouldn't have clicked on the video. But apart from that, my name's been Simon, and I'll see you in the next video.